Good morning. Welcome to IKEA Maratic Educational Channel. In the last class, we have discussed about industrial relation, definition and importance. Today, we are going to discuss about the steps or measures to be taken to improve the industrial relation. We are talking about the relationship between the employer and employee or management and trade unions. So why we are discussing this about relations in our class? This we are having HRM in MBA. We are discussing about the duties, responsibilities and scope of HRD, Human Resource Department or the Human Resource Manager. So because we are discussing this is Human Resource Manager or Human Resource Department is the intermediary between the employer and employee or management and trade unions. It is the duty of Human Resource Department to help and assist management and employees to establish a good management-employee relation. There are so many steps to be taken. We are going to discuss some of the important steps in this class. One is mutual trust. Second is open communication. Third one is employee participation in management, labor union, collective bargaining, government rule, and implementation of agreements. So, step by step, we are going to discuss about all these uh, measures to be taken. So, first is mutual trust. For any relation, trust is important, whether it is parents and children or it is students and the teacher. Everything should go on trust. So, like this, here also, the management and employee should have the mutual trust. The management and employee should help in development of atmosphere of mutual cooperation, confidence and respect. Management should recognize the right of workers. At the same time, employee union should persuade their members to work effectively for attaining the common goal of the organization. So, when the trust is there, workers will have the respect on the management and the management try to give the rights of the workers to them so that they can achieve the goal of the organization. They make profit, they manufacture or do the better productivity in the market, because both the management and the union should have faith in collective bargaining and other peaceful methods for settling disputes. So settling disputes or preventing the disputes is based on the mutual trust. Second one is open communication. Periodically or monthly or something like that, employees should go to the management or they feel comfortable in approaching the management with grievances and requests, and at the same time management should be transparent as possible, and they should try to solve the problem and give some solution to the employees. Management should ask inputs and suggestions from the employees or laborers. They should also get feedback from the workers on the goals of organization, what is going on the organization, how they are feeling, and are they satisfied with the style of the management. These things are to be discussed in communication. This makes employees feel that they are part of the organization, which leads them to work hard and increase the productivity of the organization. And now employees' participation in management. Management should encourage the employees to participate in making policies of organization through the working committees, joint consultations, and other methods. This initiative will improve the communication between management and employees and increase the productivity and leads to smooth and effective running of organization. And the next point is labor union. Most people think that trade unions are exploit the management or they are supporters of the employees, but it is not like that. They are a mouthpiece of the employees, but after bargaining they should encourage the workers that their demands are satisfied and they have to work hard and they should work to get more productivity of the organization and make profits and get benefits from the organization. If a company is having hundreds of people, because nowadays there are so many companies having their branches all around the world or in the country or in the city with so many branches at supermarket chains, so this makes that hundreds of people or thousands of people cannot meet the management, so they should have some representative to meet the management and discuss about their problems, and they should have their own demands to be completed or satisfied. So for this, a strong and stable labor union is essential so that the workers can place their demands, place their problems in front of the management. Few people, one or two or three workers, if they go to the management and demand for their problems, management will not respond properly. They ask them to go to their work, otherwise they will be fired. But if the so many people or representative of so many majority of workers goes to them and they place their problems, they have to listen to the representatives. So a weak union can be ignored by the management, whereas a strong and stable union represent the majority of workers, can negotiate with the management, and their demands will be honored by the management, which in turn the satisfied workers will work effectively to attain the goal of organization with more productivity and more profits to the organization and so many benefits or amenities or future planning for the employees. Next is collective bargaining. Employees organization and trade unions should be able to are willing to deal with the mutual problems freely and responsibly. Everywhere problem comes, so they should solve this amicably, and the trade union should work to resolve the problem. Both should accept collective bargaining for good employee and employer relation rather than conflict or uncompromising attitude. So here they should have the give and take policy. They should abide the problems of management, and management should think the problems are what the employees are facing and give them proper solution. And the next one is, and the last one is implementation of agreements. The agreements between unions and management should be enforced sincerely both in letter and spirit. The settlements at the meetings or the agreements entered with the trade unions and management should be implemented both letter and spirit. If the agreements are not implemented, then an environment of uncertainty is created. Uncertain environment leads to strikes and less productivity. So for mutual benefit, and industrial harmony, both management and unions should follow and implement the agreements and settle what the settlements have done by them. An organization should implement industrial relation programs to ensure the happiness, safety, and productivity of laborers at the place of employment. So these are the steps to be taken for industrial